Let us talk about the loser's limp. Today we have a generation of men who suffer from a loser's limp. Anyone who's competed in sports knows what I mean by a loser's limp. It is what happens when an outfielder misjudges a fly ball and misses the catch, or when a wide receiver drops an easy pass. They fall to the ground and get up limping. The purpose of the limp is to camouflage their failure. The impression they want to give their teammates and the fans is that the reason they didn't make the catch was because of a cramp or a muscle pull or some other sudden malady of the leg rather than their misjudgment. So the limp becomes the athlete's excuse, his attempt to be exonerated of blame for his misplay. But while the consequences of a misplay in a ball game are relatively small, the unfortunate fact is that many men have developed a loser's limp when it comes to life. Instead of owning up to their failures and responsibilities, they excuse them, giving the impression that forces beyond their control are responsible for their circumstances. It is true that circumstances beyond our control can sometimes make it difficult for us to be all that God wants us to be. But we need to start looking at these things as challenges and opportunities for success rather than excuses for failure or not doing anything. It is high time that we stop blaming past circumstances or present pressures and start living like real men. Now, I'm not saying that real men just leap over every obstacle like Superman. No, we all stumble and fall. But being real men means we don't allow our past to control our present by coming up with a limp to hide our mistakes. Instead, we accept responsibility for our actions, identify what needs to be corrected, and set about being the men that God wants us to be. That is what this channel is all about. It's about Christian men repudiating the loser's limp and becoming real men of God. It's about men winning back their families, their churches, and their culture by rising above their circumstances through the grace and power of God Himself. This channel is about men finding purpose, meaning, and direction for their lives despite past setbacks or present pressures. It's about becoming men of character, commitment, power, and influence for Jesus Christ. That is the kind of man I want to be. Are you with me, brother? It is my contention that when men know God and apply His truths to their lives, they truly will need no more excuses, and neither will they have to bend in front of another man. If you spend all your life on your knees in front of God, you will always spend all your life on your feet in front of other man. Always remember, I love you, and always stay blessed.